Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder was on Gilly and Wallow's podcast earlier today, and they went berserk on Memphis Bleek. Now, the reason why they're going berserk on Memphis Bleek is because of an interview that Memphis Bleek did, last week?
Paying your bills, cuz. That's what it is. They compete. That's why they talk like that. If 50 said 1 year, these in a shelter, they shouldn't be allowed to talk about us or anybody when you literally are a dependent. That's insane to me, man. Like, they never wear their jury without their boss.
So basically, anything that comes after this is completely fair play because you just asked for that ass whooping. You just open up a can of worms coming at 50 Cent, basically. 50 Cent homies. And coming in from New York. New York. Yeah, you definitely cooked, bro. It's over with. I don't know what you thought was going to happen or what you expected to happen. But at the end of the day, they finna go off on you.
Show me a picture of Yayo walking around with his chain. The passport chain. Without 50 Cent there. I gotta see it.
This is stupid. This is stupid grown man conversation.
We take care. We take care of ourselves.
I think I heard Yayo say that you and which is crazy. He said you and Jay's friendship is just was more business. I've never seen it.
Well, him and 50 friendship is just financial.
That was a direct response to Uncle Murder and Tony Yayo accusing Jay-Z of not taking care of their guys, bringing up Memphis Bleek. So Memphis Bleek response was, they're on the...
I take back what I said. Memphis Bleek was completely within his right because why would y'all come at a nigga, then you come back at y'all want to go off on this shit. Y'all ain't, you know what I'm saying? People need to start talking about other people and mind their damn business. That's what needs to be going on. That's what needs to happen around here more.
Losing 50 Cent, their liabilities, they don't really got bread. So Uncle Murder and Tony Yayo responded back, and they unloaded, essentially going out of the way to prove to Memphis Bleek that they do have money, and they'll actually reverse the accusation and call Memphis Bleek broke and claim that he can't rock with them.
Oh, Yayo don't wear the passport chain. The 50's not around. Why are we talking about chains? That's all I'm saying. I don't see y'all got plenty of money. Y'all buy cars and watches like rich people do. Ain't really talking about chains. Yo, you don't have the passport chain. Watch me. Because what it was is Yayo came back from the dead. Yayo got a second win and can't stand it. Sometimes it could be a that's around me that can't stand it. Yayo got a second win on his own without 50. I went on Vlad. Yo, you bugging. I went on $1 Million a Game. That took me there. I went on Shannon Sharp. I went on all these big platforms by myself and sold my personality just like y'all do.
This is true.
But you're going to continue to hate. You had your one day on stage with Jay, which is cool. Feel good.
Would you be to elaborate? Would you be what day on stage?
It was one day on stage with Jay. It's cool. So I know you're gonna feel good about yourself. Want to pump out your chest. Then you want to sell a record.
What you mean? When Jay just performed?
Yeah, when Jay just performed. He had one day out. You know, we do that with 50 every other week.
Right.
Blew a couple of shots at him. He might feel like, oh, why this saying that? What businesses you have? This is my business right here. Unit dispensary.
I like the Yayo and Murder dynamic because Yayo is like the fly player dude who just always, man, when Murder responded back to Memphis Bleek, it wasn't.
I mean, I don't expect a man called Murder to be on some cool timing, you know? His name is Murder. His name is Uncle Murder. If I walk up on a nigga and I'm like, yo, what's up? It's G-Dog. You be like, yeah, but it's Murder, man. Uncle Murder, man. You getting the utmost respect off rip. What? Your name is what? On Phonogram, I'm telling you, Shorty, I'm giving you the most respect and you ain't gonna have to worry about nothing.
In his comments, Tony Yayo. Now, ultimately, though, before we even get to what Uncle Murder had to say, I think this conversation is beneath everybody, bro. I think this conversation of if people got businesses, if they got money or not, is beneath people who have been in the industry for 20, 30 years, bro. Thanks. Tony Yayo, Uncle Murder, and Memphis Bleek have been in the industry for 30 plus years. The assumption is y'all should have money. Right? Like, that should be the assumption should be y'all should have money, bro. If y'all been in the industry for 30 years and don't got money, that's a problem. So I don't think anybody, including the fans or anybody who's watching this and thinking any of these dudes is both, nobody think they're broke. Nobody. I don't think there's a soul who thinks Tony Yayo, Memphis Bleek, or Uncle Murder is broke. However, the more y'all have
there are a lot of dumb people that think they're broke. There are a lot of dumb people that like take this shit and really run with. There's people real life picked a side when Dirk and YoungBoy was beefing. People still pick a side. People are going to war over this, nigga. Like, people are like, them NBA YoungBoy concerts, niggas was ready to crash out, fight, do all type of shit behind YoungBoy. He don't even know these niggas. So it's just, man, you'd be surprised when people believe in what they be pushing on their agendas and on their own time, bro. You'd be really, 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 really surprised, and not in a good way.
So we deliver. We've been open for a while now. Shout to Murder. We have our own businesses. We doing our own thing. Be surprised.
I'm gonna say this.
I just don't gotta make announcements because I know
he said
he glazing. And the glazing award goes to Memphis Bleek. And then look, you on Black Effect, so I know Charlamagne is gonna be like, yo, so what about Yayo? Of course, you gonna click phone. It's cool, it's not a problem. I like when they talk about me. I know I'm doing something right.
Oh.
That's it.
No, because one of the things I did see that he said was that, you know, Jay don't gotta take care of him. You know,
but nobody's taking care of me.
But hold on, let me finish.
That's where you're getting it wrong. I don't pay my bills. Don't pay my taxes. My first house is support of my album.
Go ahead. What you say? He said something pertaining to YouTube Murder about if
he said something about me.
If
I ain't hear this.
Oh, you did? Oh,
I ain't hear you said something about me.
Murder was
you
cool.
talking about no, maybe it wasn't you.
Oh, okay.
If 50 stopped for a year, it'll be over.
I will be in a trap. What is you talking about? If I can't, I'm still a street. I'm not on Jay-Z, Nas and them level. It's cool. I was making money before, like, be like, yo, Yayo was a pack pumper. No, I was getting money on 134 and God Brewer.
Let me say this.
You can ask.
Let me say this. Let me just say this, Murder.
Hold on, let me say, hold on. No, I know, like, as far as, we got a successful weed dispensary business, and I know Bleek said he got a restaurant. I don't mind. We can do this too. We could go. Let's see what you made last month, and we can show what we made last month, and we could continue to do month for month to see who's making more money as far as that business is concerned. We could go business for business as far as that, right?
No, for sure. And you don't got to do that, bro. You's a grown ass man. One thing I'm never doing though is going band for band with a New York nigga. New York is one of the most expensive places to live. What you never do is go band for band with LA, New York, Miami. You don't do it. You're gonna be embarrassed if you go band for band with anybody from those three cities. Three most expensive cities to live, and you think you got more money than them? Nigga, a house in New York costs, I don't even know, bro, future.
And we could go Bitcoin for Bitcoin because I got a bunch of those too. So as far as me being back in the hood, that would never happen. And we could show houses too. I got a pool. We could show who houses flyer and all type. We could do that. We could go Bitcoin for Bitcoin. Hold on. We could go Bitcoin for Bitcoin. We could do this. And not to mention, we got a nice check from Valium to even do this podcast. Right? We getting paid like real good money to do this podcast. And on top of that,
fastest growing podcast.
And on top of that, I heard him talk about he put out because I didn't know he was talking about me. Like I'm surprised. Bleek, we both from Brooklyn. I'm surprised.
Hey, it's too late for that. You already.
Why say your name Memphis Bleek if you from Brooklyn? What type of stupid shit? What you mean, this nigga from Brooklyn? So your name Memphis Bleek and you from Brooklyn? Why you got Memphis in your name?
Said it. Two. Yo, the only thing I heard like Memphis Bleek say about Uncle Murder was that he believes that Murder made more money with Jay-Z than he made with 50 Cent. And he don't believe Murder when Murder said he made more money with 50 Cent than with Jay-Z. But the majority of Memphis Bleek disses was towards Tony Yayo. Right? Sure. But when Gilly opened...
at the end of the day, that's my homie, and you still included me in the business. So it'd be different if like you just didn't mention me completely. But the fact that you even bring my name up and you into my homie, you finna get deep fried. You finna get deep fried. Niggas should know not to play with them. Uncle Butter play that.
Correct that.
I'm surprised. But no, hold on. I just thought he said... I'm surprised. He was talking about me like... But on top of that, shout out to Ghazi and Nima. That's Empire. I just did a deal with them for 7 figures. With my music.
Giving that money out.
So I get paid to put out music as well. So as far as I got to deal with Empire, I get paid to put out music, right? My dispensary is doing great. Shout out to my West, the whole indoor, the unit dispo, right? We getting podcast money as well. And a whole lot of money with 50. It's great to perform with 50.
All over the world?
All over the world. It's great to perform with 50 all over the world.
For sure.
Perform with 50 probably at least 10 to 12 times out the month. That's what you call a bag. It's hustling. don't depend on 50, but money with 50. And I salute that and I appreciate that like a motherfucker. And 50 creates other opportunities to get money. That's how it was easy to get the dispo and things of that like that. So it's a blessing to 50. But it's not depending on 50 to get no money. Like, what the f about? It's crazy.
It just he has kept it all the way real. And sometimes, honestly, this wasn't a crash out. It kind of was, or sometimes warranted. Sometimes you gotta just, you know what I'm saying, go off with a nigga. It's about your respect. You know what I'm saying? Your respect is the main.